welcome back to another episode of Gamehiker, where we are swimming through a dungeon of water.
Good evening.
All right,
I
look
really
at
like
this.
the graphical effect of shallow water. It's most pleasing to me.
Yeah, I mean, for having like such a simple, amount of things they can work with, they do a good job with making it so you can look at the water and know whether it's deep or not.
Right.
It's why, like, A Link Between Worlds was like a really good way to show off the 3D, because this game was already really good at, giving you a perspective of what the lower and upper floors looked like.
Yeah. Yeah, they did not have to tweak it all that much.
Okay, we need to get the room up there.
This is the hard part of the level.
I mean, you got a little bit of a mystery you got to solve here.
Yeah.
And it's not that bad. Still can't kill these guys in one hit. That's disappointing.
Yeah, those guys are just about the worst enemy. Because if you try to go too fast, you often get zapped.
And they're so small, so it's harder to hit them.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't want to hit that. Get us all a little puzzle there, just so we can swim through there. Even though those blocks are shaped like you can move them, so that's like sort of extra infuriating.
I think they're actually just shaped like they did to taunt you.
That does seem like a Nintendo thing to do.
You'd be surprised when they sneak into games sometimes.
And they put the same thing there to make you think that you can't move it, but you can. Never really could figure out what those guys are supposed to be. They look sort of like crabs, but like their sprite is so hard to make out the details.
Oh, I always figured them as some kind of water skimming bug types.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
Yeah. A lot of times with the sprite work, they are what you think they are.
Have you seen the like the artist's interpretation of what they thought Aghanim looks like based on the sprite?
No.
He ends up looking like a lot more like Pokey from Earthbound, just because they misinterpret where the eyes and face is supposed to be. Oh man!
Hang on, I need to find this egg.
Really?
Oh, it's the wrong way. Are you talking about like manual art or just some?
No, it's like I saw it like on a website or whatever, like Reddit or something a while ago. This is kind of infuriating. I have to have this up, so I have to go through here, activate this, walk around it, and then go back there.
Why do we care about this princess so much?
Why do people say this is the best Zelda game?
I found that picture you were talking about. It was pretty fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, you look at the sprite and it's not obvious what everything's supposed to be. It's a great example of whether those things are bugs, whether they're crabs, or what the hell they are.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I always took it for a headdress from the beginning, but I'm concerned.
It really depends on whether or not you really looked at the official art or not.
Yeah, of course we have to put that on the video so people know what the crap we're talking about.
Yeah, to make sure we'll make a note of that so it actually happens. Yes. There we go. There's a big key. time to go get the most amazing item in the game.
Love it. So good that it will return in every Zelda game ever again. Except Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird having Breath of the Wild without a hookshot.
Yeah, that is one of the few things that I think that game is really missing.
And I feel like
Hookshot is just so iconic.
I feel like they could have had the hookshot and it wouldn't have broke the game at all. At least as long as it only worked like on the overworld, because like if you can climb everything anyway, just make it so it's not used to solve any puzzles. Just
Right.
have it so you can
Speed
get
up
places
climbing.
easier.
Hookshot. Of course, the hookshot wouldn't work in the rain.
No, of course not. Gotta get out of the water.
That would actually be amazing from a DLC standpoint, is bringing hookshot just so people can get around in the rain.
Oh, they just put the ability to climb in the rain as a DLC thing.
It really should have been a set bonus for climber's gear.
Yeah, I know. Like I was so excited to get the full gear, and then it doesn't even do anything for me. I gotta reset these pots before I can do anything. Good thing someone goes out there and fills all the pots for us.
It's the Minish people.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably still around in this timeline.
Maybe. I can't remember, there was a fan theory about when they got exterminated.
Probably in Breath of the Wild.
Right, because pots don't give you much. No, there's no rupees in pots. That's how it goes. Well, that room was too flooded.
Yeah, who would do such a thing? That water is getting on my nerves.
I actually really like the Minish Cap. I know that's not one of the more popular Zelda games. It had a certain charm.
I could just never get over the Kinstone thing. Like I just found the whole Kinstone thing annoying, and it just felt a little bit too linear for me.
That was tedious for sure. But in a replay, they're really not that important.
Yeah, I can see that.
Just a few heart pieces and rupees.
I really need to restock on fairies.
Just don't die. You got a heart and a half, make it count.
Well, I mean, I got one more fairy, but... Well, wait a second. Wait a second.
Oh boy.
Did I go into this room earlier and not actually press that? I think that's what happened. I think that was a thing that I did. And I have no one else to blame but myself. Well,
no, that's the door you need to go through.
Oh, maybe I need to unlock her from the other side, then go over there.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
That sounds right.
See, even no matter how long we play this game, there's still things you can forget to do.
Oh yeah. Can't memorize it all.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. These guys are a little bit easier with the hook shot. Because you can hit them even when they're electric.
Right. Yeah, it's one of the major advantages of the hook shot. Yes, the hook shot is good for stunning things as well, of course. So in a lot of the ways it replaces the boomerang.
Yeah, I mean, the boomerang still has its use, but it's not quite as good.
Right.
Well, money for nothing. I'm not trekking my way back in here to get those.
Yep.
This is a modern Zelda game, like I'd get some terrible reminder like, you left an unopened chest in this dungeon, you have to go open it.
Master, there's a 72% chance that I'm not letting you out of this dungeon until you open that chest.
There we go, full hearts.
That's the stuff.
I mean, an anti-fire fairy right now wouldn't be unwelcome, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So
This is an easy boss.
this is honestly like one of the easiest ones in the game. Oh, I need a key.
Yep.
Is there one up here, or do I have to go somewhere else?
I don't recall. It might be to the right too, in the water. It might just be back in one of these chests.
Yeah, I don't think it's in here.
Yeah,
No.
try to move right.
There we go. No, you guys are a lot harder than the boss.
It's a tough room.
Yeah, it's hard when you're going in there and you have a tough audience like that. Ah, one of the most overused bosses in the Zelda series.
I'm trying to think. It showed up in Majora's Mask.
It's an Ocarina of Time too. Well, not this boss in particular, but like same concept with Baronade.
Oh yeah. That's true.
Plus,
like
you got
how the
that whole one-eye aesthetic to it too.
Oh yeah, Zelda loves that. I was gonna say, I love how the bosses have customized doormats for their boss rooms.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're really picky about their interior decorators.
Right, you don't want to mass-produce generic doormats for these guys.
And you know, it's really tough for them in the decline timeline because like all of the quality, decorators sort of all died when Ganondorf killed them. So like in the entire decline timeline, you don't have nearly as nice a dungeons as you do in the other timelines.
It's unfortunate, really. Right, like the interior decorating and Zelda 2 or the original just isn't up to snuff.
Yeah, I mean, you get to the end of the timeline, and in Zelda 2, they can't even bother to, design a dungeon anything except for, 2D platformer style.
Right. Everyone's got the same elevators, the same statues.
Just a slightly different color.
Mm-hmm.
Ganondorf the Evil Thief. I have magical powers.
Magical powers. We both took that as a surprise.
You're like, what magical powers? I have like that one medallion, I guess.
Yeah. Warp
And
points.
the ability to use a lamp. Yes. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce.
Triforce. All right. Well, I guess the way of the hero will lead to the Triforce next time.
All right. May the way of the hero lead to the bed. Good night.